beautiful cats and kittens out there in YouTube land. Welcome to Planet Flipside. This is Creators Corner, and I am Vixen Little Paw. I'll be your host tonight. Hello, Dakota. How are you? I'm glad you made it. First, I'm going to bring up Melly Mel.
That's
Mel.
me.
How you doing, honey?
Fantastic. How are you?
Fantabulous.
Fantastic.
We're doing pretty good. It's been kind of blustery today, so it's been kind of one of those gray days, but I've been busy. If any of y'all who have been following me over the lives today, I've been kind of all over the place. You're great. You're great.
Hi, Dakota.
Like Frosted Flakes. Great. Sorry, that's where my brain went, because my brain goes weird places. Today
That's why
we
I love
are
it.
going to be interviewing Bill Holbrook, and if you don't know yet, I don't know where
Why?
you've been the last couple of weeks because I've been talking about it. Hi, Sky Jimmy. But down in the description below
Jimmy.
are links to our social medias, and there's also a Wikipedia and links to his creations, so you can check it out.
Highly recommend.
So please do. But wait until after the interview, please.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. It makes us
You
happy.
should have done that before, but you know.
Yeah, but
now, at this point, just do it after.
You know, you're backed up.
Do we need to start
Alright.
giving homework assignments? Like, is that what this is becoming?
Yeah, they might. I give them to Doll all the time. Which is a true story. It is a true story. So I'm going to bring Bill up. Hello.
Hi, Bill.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I'm
Thanks for
glad
coming.
you came.
Yeah.
We're so glad you came. So, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I do 3 comic strips, all daily, single-handedly, except for the fact that the very talented Terrence and Isabel Marks do the coloring for Kevin and Kel.
Right.
Kevin and Kel is now the longest-running webcomic. I started in September 1995, and it's never missed a day since.
That's awesome. I'm amazed, truly amazed by that.
There were webcomics.
That's really impressive.
There were webcomics before me, but they're not around anymore.
Right.
Right. Or not consistent like you.
Not daily.
Yeah.
So
Hello, Myrtle. Hello, Cherry.
Hi, everybody.
Sky Jimmy says hi. Bill.
hello.
You are never too old for homework. Never too old. So Kevin and Kel is what that's my favorite. So can you tell us a little bit about that comic?
So I can understand why.
Well, Kevin and Kel. Kevin is a rabbit. Kel is a wolf. And they met online and fell in love before finding out what each other was. Because at that time, 1995, the internet was largely text-based, especially chat rooms. So they were talking and communicating and falling in love without knowing that one was a rabbit, one was a wolf. And then they arranged a face-to-face meeting in a restaurant and were kind of shocked, but they had already built up a relationship, and that got them over the hump. And it's
been awesome ever since.
They were soon married with the children of their previous marriages. Kevin's adopted daughter, Linda Sparn, who is a hedgehog, and Kel's son from a previous marriage, Rudy, who is a wolf. They soon had their own offspring, a carnivorous bunny. Her name is Coney. And
she reminds me of Rhonda.
Yeah. She's
dolls.
This strip has been around for about 25 years, but during that time, only about 8 years have passed for the characters. So Coney is about 8 years old now. Linda Sparn is now married with her own child. Rudy is a senior in college. So life moves on just a little slowly.
Well, yeah. So we can get it all.
Right.
It's great. And I love when they come, it's the carnivore and herbivore stuff comes up. It's hilarious, but it also hits home.
Well, it's all
very
about
relatable.
having differences.
Right.
This is the gender of the strip, is that Kevin and Kel is a stand-in for any kind of differences that divides humans, whether it's racial, economic, religion, class, name it. Kevin and Kel is about the ability to overcome the differences that is constructed by society. Society is very much threatened by Kevin and Kel and their marriage. But things are changing in that world, and that they're members of the interspecies support group.
And they're in that world, there's not, with the exception of Danielle, humans. They're more of like a myth to most creatures.
Yeah, they're in another dimension. But there have been portals into the other dimension. And you mentioned Danielle. She started off as a human and fell into this dimension and was transformed into a rabbit. She is now, she married a fennec fox, and they have a son who is the only human in the Kevin and Kel world. I'm starting a storyline involving him because he sees the world entirely visually, because humans kind of suck at scent detection in comparison to the rest of the species.
Right.
So he is able to see things that the other species just ignore because they're relying on scent. So he's going to discover that he has a level of awareness that kind of makes up for all the limitations he has for being a human.
Right. That's awesome. I love it.
So that's kind of a sneak preview.
That's kind of similar to when someone who can't see, their hearing tends to kind of amplify a little bit.
Yeah.
So you have I love hold on. I love the strip where Kel was pregnant and the doctor, who was a hen, was going to induce labor and hopped up on Kel's body like she was an egg.
Yes. And that was Dr. Apgar. Yeah, she's she's assisted in a number of deliveries over the years.
So Brent, the strip that he's talking is Kevin and Kel, and it's down in the description. And check it out. I know you'll like it. I do know you'll like it.
I do two other strips. On the Fast Track was my first one, which I created when I was just 23.
It's a baby.
And that's on the Fast Track, which is about an office situation. And it has been running for quite some time in newspapers. But in 2010, I created a new character, and her name was Bethany. She's the cheerful office goth. She's kind, helpful, hardworking, conscientious, and very much goth.
Everything.
Hanging out in cemeteries, and Halloween is her main holiday. But she's another character that I've created who is very unconventional, but thinks a lot about other people. She's wants to make everyone around her happy and works hard, and she's always an asset. Yeah, yes, the coffin-shaped desk. That's her.
I want it. The first time I saw it, I was like, I want one.
Yes.
Then there's another one on the same server. No, its name just fell out of my head.
Safe Havens.
Safe Haven, thank you. Like, I know this. I don't know why it fell out of my head.
The Safe Havens has had an interesting evolution in that it started as a daycare center strip. and it had kind of indifferent success as a standard comic strip where you had a bunch of little kids running around, and the daycare center director was trying to rein them in, and it kind of continued for kind of about 5 years. Yeah, it's a scary place in my brain.
She's scary. She's the supervillain of the show.
But after about 5 years, I decided, well, this strip is kind of not really going anywhere. So I decided to have the characters age in real time. And you began following the characters through elementary school, and then junior high, and then high school. And as I did, I kept introducing fantasy elements into it. I introduced a mermaid that the main character Samantha encounters on a trip to the beach. I have the fact that the main character Samantha is a genius with genetics, so she can affect transformations. So we've followed the characters through college and then into their 20s, and the fantasy and science fiction elements took over, and they began developing a Mars mission that took place from 2008 to 2020.
Wow. We're going to Mars. I can know myself.
And it kind of takes place in the same world as Fast Track does, because Fast Track, the corporation that Bethany works for, financed the private Mars mission. So this was before Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. So
someone asked me to get Elon Musk on the show. I said, okay, you send him an email and let me know what he said.
So you remember how Elon Musk shot that car into space, the Tesla?
Yes. Yes.
So that took place during the Mars mission. So I had the Safe Haven's spaceship abducted. They brought it into their ship and then stole its tires and sent it off.
All things.
I love it. That was too funny. That was me.
So Fast Track and Safe Havens are connected, but Kevin and Kel is separate because King Feature Syndicate owns Fast Track and Safe Havens, but I still have Kevin and Kel myself. Okay.
So all of these are linked. You can see they're all online and they're all linked below.
Yes.
So what are you said you had some things coming out?
Yes, the latest Kevin and Kel book. See, every year I go to Anthrocon in Pittsburgh and debut a book collection, a complete year of Kevin and Kel. And of course, the last 2 years I've not been able to do that because there hasn't been Anthrocon. But I still have the book collection that I would have debuted at Anthrocon. And this,
there you go.
Yeah, this is the complete year of 2019. It features the character of, it's an evil character named Angelique. She's a rabbit who betrayed the rabbit society to the carnivores. And Kevin and Kel and their friends try to get her to see the error of her ways by making her think she's in the wild. Well, actually, she's in a protected rabbit sanctuary, but she doesn't know that.
Gotcha.
But then a carnivore does accidentally get into the sanctuary, and the fun begins.
Oh yes, and then it's all out.
Yeah, and the other thing is it's the first graphic novel I've ever done, and I did this with my daughter, who she is H.H. Glenn, and I created what it would be like if Fast Track's character Bethany were in middle school.
And it's pretty, I saw it.
And it's pretty.
and how they had to cope with all of the cliques in their school. Let me see if I can get this up. Yeah. How's that?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's awesome.
So this school is unusual in that when a student comes in, as Bethany does in the middle of the year, they are automatically assigned a clique that they have to become a member of. And Bethany is immediately assigned to the goth clique, but finds out there is only one person in the goth clique, and she's not even goth. So this becomes one of the mysteries of where did all the goths go?
Sounds like a really bad 60s song.
But in the meantime, Bethany and her friend, they start recruiting all the people in the other cliques who just fit in. So they make their own clique of all the outsiders.
Let your freak flag fly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where can we get these?
Hermes Press is the publisher of Bethany and the Other Clique. That's HERMES. And they're having a special deal right now where you can buy copies of this with book plates that are signed by both myself and my daughter.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
So, yes. And as far as the Kevin and Kel book, that's by my own imprint, Pencil Rough Productions. And you can go to billholbrook.com and go to the Bill Holbrook store, or you can just go to kevinandkel.com and there's a link to it from that.
Yeah.
So you do a new one each year, correct? Mm-hmm. So are previous ones available for purchase as well?
Yes. Yes, and also collections of Fast Track and Safe Havens. All that's at the Bill Holbrook store.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our commenters that we know are having a hard time spelling.
Oh.
I love you guys. You're so funny. So yeah, I know you all are really excited about the giveaway. As soon as we hit 500 subscribers, we're having a big basket giveaway. And you know, with all these creators that are coming in, and I have this list of stuff, you never know. Some stuff might show up in the box. So tell your friends, subscribe. Little plug there. Half hour. What did you start as a writer, or did you start as an artist? Or did they just congeal?
I've always been doing comic strips, which is a melding of art and writing. Charles Schulz was my first enormous inspiration.
And you actually met him, right?
Yes. In 1982, I was taking a trip out to see my cousins in Santa Rosa. And when I got out there, they said, "Hey, we have a surprise for you. You're going to meet Charles Schulz." And
yes.
you know, I always knew Charles Schulz lived in Santa Rosa, but it was like, "Hey, we're going up to Washington D.C. Oh, we're going to meet Joe Biden."
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not something you think about, but that one of my cousins, who's about 10 years older than me, was taking aviation classes with one of Charles Schulz's sons, Craig. And he just said my cousin said to Schulz's son, Craig, your dad should meet my cousin. And so he said, sure.
You never know.
So they took me out to his private skating rink, where he has there's this coffee shop called The Warm Puppy. And I walk in the door and he's sitting there at just one of the tables, just chilling. And, you know, through the glass windows, you can see the ice hockey rink. And
That's awesome.
and so he leads me upstairs to this room that overlooks the hockey rink. And for just about 20 minutes, we just talked about cartooning.
Nice.
And
yeah.
And at the time, I was at the newspaper, the Atlanta Constitution, doing maps and charts and various other illustrations, but not really knowing where to direct my energies, because I had a lot of energy, but just not. It was unfocused energy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that meeting just said, okay, I'm going to direct this into a comic strip. So I directed it all into a strip called Winston Lose Some, and about a guy who's living in Atlanta, who's living in Midtown, nothing going on in his life because it was during the recession of '82.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent it into the syndicates and they all rejected it.
Oh.
But I took that same character, I redid the character and put other people around him and put him in an office situation, and that became Fast Track. And
Nice.
King Features launched it.
72 Ways How to Not Make a Light Bulb.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things. I worked at a newspaper for one summer because I thought I was going to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
for a paper, and I did the only thing that I really liked that I did an ad for a tire company called Leaping Lizard Tires, and I got to draw iguanas. That was fun, but I realized I did not like people telling me what to draw.
Mm-hmm.
So
Imagine that
didn't last. Yeah, I don't like people telling me what to do. Period. That's why the show came up. So yeah, so it is different though. It is different when you're working for somebody else and trying to get their ideas out there. It's hard enough to get your own, not the mine. We have a lovely vivacious doll. No, we don't. It was a lie. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on. Okay. I'll let hubby and doll figure that one out. We'll keep going with what we're doing. So you have basically done that. This has been your steadfast career.
Yeah, because
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, I left the paper in January of '84, and Fast Track debuted in March of '84.
Now, okay, I shouldn't say how do people. I should say how did you go out and say, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to make a living doing this? Because that's what we all think. Well, I like doing this, but it's a hobby. How do I make a living out of it?
Well,
we want to do what we love.
It's in newspaper syndication. It's basically that the syndicate generally takes the comic strip. Oh, hello.
Hi, Bill.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
She said, sorry, I'm late. You guys couldn't read it, but I could.
Now I have to turn.
Well, see. Sorry, I am so sorry, you guys, that I'm late. I'm sorry, Bill, that I am late. I got
Things
tired.
happen.
Okay.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
It happens. But you can watch the replay, and we got more than a half hour left. So you're not for naught.
But anyway, as for newspaper syndication, the newspapers buy the strip from the syndicate and pay them monthly for it. And then the syndicate and the artists generally split that 50-50, which is great if you're in a lot of papers. I've never been in a lot of papers. But when the internet came along, I thought, this is a way to connect directly to the readers without the newspaper or the syndicate being the middleman.
Right.
So that was the impetus for launching Kevin and Kel in the mid-90s. Now, at the time, I was offering it for other websites to run on their websites. And that was a business model that really did
not work on the internet.
No. But after that, it lasted long enough to give me some money for Kevin and Kel, in order to have banner ads. And that saw me through to the turn of the century. But around 2000, that kind of collapsed. And then I created the patron model. Yes, this is years before Patreon.
Yeah.
But I just stole it from public broadcasting, where I went to my readers and just said, if you want the strip to continue, here are various levels. $20, $50, all the way up to $500, and you get different goodies from each level. Like if you at the $20 level, you get a button and the strip given the strip sent to you via email every day. If you should get it at the $50 level, you get all those plus the Kevin and Kel parody print. I do a parody print every year of Kevin and Kel in doing some kind of parody venue. Like this year, I did Animal Crossing. So you have the Kevin characters as Animal Crossing characters. Year before, they were horror movie characters.
Nice.
So Kel was a vampire. Kevin was a Frankenstein's monster.
Awesome.
And in previous years, I've done Star Trek, just very Fury Road.
Nice.
As Furioso and Kevin as Mad Max.
That's awesome.
Coney was the guy with the flame-throwing guitar.
That's one of my favorite characters in that remake. That was great.
But
so campy. I loved it.
Every year I do a different parody print, and that goes to the people who at the $50 level and up, and it goes all the way up to the $500 level, which you get to be in the strip as a character. If you read the strip regularly, every now and then you'll see some people who aren't in the strip.
Random characters.
Characters. That's usually a patron.
I believe it.
Nice.
And they get to take the species of their choice.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this year's parody print, I've got it over there in pencil form. I finally figured out a way to do them as the Fellowship of the Ring, because I'm a big Tolkien fan.
That's awesome.
But Tolkien didn't write enough female characters, so
this is true.
I was trying to figure out how I would do the Ring.
Well,
with
the movies, they added a lot of female characters that weren't in the books.
But anyway,
like,
I'm going to have Coney as Frodo, so
there you go.
Gender. Yeah,
I'm good with that. I do that all the time. We cosplay other genders all the time. Mrs. J is one of our favorites.
Yes, that is
we
my
play female.
favorite.
All three of us play different versions of female Joker.
Yeah.
We're all about that. I know such. Oh yes, we have people.
So your daughter, does she also do comics? Does she do more writing? Does she do more drawing?
She likes to do anything creative. She's very much into all kinds of fandom. That's why it was so fun working with her on this project.
I bet.
She created a lot of the characters. So it was really a rich experience.
That'd be a nice thing to share with a child too. A child of yours, not necessarily a child, but your kid.
Come here, child.
Who's a random child off the street?
Any
Oh my
random-
God.
Just pick one. Just make sure it gets back when you're done with it.
I will say that she's in her late 20s.
Yeah. I was just gonna say she's not young, people. Just so you know, I'm not.
I'm still learning how to
Never mind.
properly cosplay. LOL. Oh, hi Dakota.
Hi, Dakota. Still trying to learn how to properly cosplay. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern Central Time. It's makeup table. Shameless plug. It's our channel. So, yeah, you were talking about banner ads. I was like, oh, yeah, I looked into banner ads and realized they are no longer a reality. I'm actually looking into Hulu commercials right now for this show. That's not something I thought I would say this early in the lifespan, but yeah, that's where we're at now. Like commercials on Hulu.
Right.
So, okay, well, if that's where we're going, that's where we're going. It's interesting how it develops and so quickly. The time compacts as it's going farther. Hello. and it just seems to get bigger so much faster as time goes on. And it's like you were saying before, it was see if somebody would run your comic strips and then the banner ads. I remember banner ads.
Yeah.
I remember having to do banner ads for other projects that I've been on. And not anymore. It's all different now.
Yeah, I've pretty much used every business model since 1995 that there is, except for one. I've never put Kevin and Kel behind a paywall.
Yeah.
We've talked about it, and it'll never happen. We just can't do it. Now we do. Dell and I both have Patreons, but we're still very confused about how they work. I think.
Yeah, Patreon. It's basically what I'm doing with the Kevin and Kel program, even though I started before Patreon. But I didn't want to split the cut to have part of my when someone sends money to me to continue doing the strip, they can be assured that it's going to keeping the strip going and not keeping Patreon going.
Right. And that's why we're big on our merch sites, and we have a Etsy site where it's all stuff that we make.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're leaning towards. Selling goods. As it were. So what's coming up next? What's next?
Well, Hermes has asked my daughter and I to do a sequel to Bethany and the Other Clique. I'll hold up again.
There you go.
Yeah, this takes place during the spring of a school year in middle school, and at the conclusion of it, I have an epilogue in which it's almost the end of the school year. So the sequel would start off during the summer vacation of that school year, and how this clique of people who don't belong in other cliques are doing during a summer vacation, and the changes that take place during that time.
I think that would be fun.
I think that'll be really cool. Possibly. Oh, I was trying to bring up. You can get it on Amazon.
Do we have more links we're going to add?
I'm going to open the image. Maybe. Oh, that's a terrible image. They don't do you justice on Amazon.
I'll show you the back cover has the group.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Those are all people who just didn't fit into other clique. Like you see one of the cheerleaders. she was rejected by the other cheerleaders, even though she's the best dancer. She wanted to do her routines through interpretive dance.
I love it.
She wanted to do it differently.
Yeah. But
There we go.
But I'll tell you what.
Thank you, Cherry.
The basic plot of the book is that every year the school has a one-act play competition, and the winner of the one-act play competition, the clique that wins it, gets a guaranteed lunchroom table. Oh yeah, there it is. And the lunchroom table means power. It means your clique cannot be disbanded. Like I said, it's a very regimented system, and they all have to negotiate it. It's a showing how the individual wins in the end.
Right. I love it.
I like that.
I absolutely love it. We're all about that kind of influence on everyone's lives. I like it when people decide they're going to have aspirations and grab them. That's my favorite. It's my favorite. And we're always rooting for the underdogs. It's the truth.
The lunchroom chairs are bartered and sold. They're
I like it. That would be fun. Kind of like we Doll just was up for auction to do TikTok videos and went to a charity, and someone bought, what was it, 4 videos? 5 videos?
Yep. So I volunteered for a charity that so I take over their account. I do 5 videos, and whoever technically buys me gets those 5 videos. They ended up making $2,500 off of the charity, for the charity, actually.
Yeah.
So
that was cool. I never thought of that before. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. We still have amino acids? What?
No, amino. Dakota started something called amino for us, and before I went to boot camp.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Another social media thing.
Yeah.
Another.
I did forget about that, actually.
Like we need more. I didn't even know. Jimmy, you guys are a trip. You all in the comments are a trip sometimes. So you said your daughter's in her 20s. Does she do this kind of work for her work, or does she do this as a pastime?
She's doing it as a pastime currently, but she wants to develop it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. Yeah. That's great.
And she's doing very well.
Awesome. Now, you're talking about a voice actor that you just got to meet you got to meet one of your voice actors today?
Yes.
Right.
Like I said, Bethany, this character here.
It's okay. It takes people.
God character. For the last 4 years, I've done a monthly 2-minute video in which she talks about workplace issues. If you go to the Bill Holbrook channel on YouTube, you'll see the latest ones. And I was looking for a voice actress to do the character of Bethany. And a friend of mine named Anthony Owsley, who worked at the Center for Puppetry Arts here in Atlanta, suggested Amy Sweeney, who's a performer there. And he gave me contact information, and I was just blown away by her talents. She's really amazing. And so for the last four years, I would write a script and, like I said, a 2-minute video, and she would record it and send it back to me as a WAV file, and I'd create videos using Adobe's character animator. And we've been doing this for 4 years. And we just happened to never see each other face to face. So
Right.
she's been at the Center for Puppetry Art. She's been doing a show called The Ugly Duckling with her husband Tim, and my wife Terry and I went to see it this afternoon, and we met them afterwards. And
That's awesome.
That was really great. I mean, it was just, I'm continually blown away by her talents because there's so much music in this production that she has to play herself on various percussion instruments. I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that is awesome. Dolls Myrtle, what is your inspiration for your comic strips?
Gosh, I don't know.
Life.
It's really hard to say. I mean, I've created these worlds with these characters that move around in them, but they continually surprise me. They go in directions that I didn't plan on. Some characters I create thinking, oh, this is going to be great, and nothing happens with them. And then I introduce a side character, and like
Everybody
in the case
falls
of
in love.
she took over the strip.
Right.
We know that
Never
too.
know. They continually surprise me. The only way I can think about it is that I find out what they're doing first.
And then you share it with the rest of us.
Yeah.
That's right, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a question we always ask, and we know it's a difficult one because it's like choosing your favorite kid. And we know it's like taboo, so if you can't answer it, we understand. But do you have a favorite character?
No, I don't.
No?
I can't. The
Oh,
large part is that a lot of these characters are just different facets of myself.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just whoever I'm writing for during any given day is just what side of me is dominant that day.
Right.
That's the best way I can put it. And like I said, it's a voyage of exploration for me as much as anyone else.
Well, that's
Cherry
good.
Bomb Pop wants you to know that she still can't get the pointing right on here yet. We have a whole clip of her like trying to point, and every time she does it the wrong way. And she did it like 17 times at once. Like, no, you got to put this way, not this
3
way.
times, Cherry.
It was so
times.
cute.
Yeah, with the camera image isn't what you expect from a mirror, which you're used to
No.
looking at yourself with.
Right.
It's true. It's very true. And it does take a while. But then when you get used to doing this, then nothing else goes right for you.
Oh my God.
If you're on any other social media, it's like,
I definitely
I
have
can't
to
do this.
pre-plan it. Like if I'm thinking I need to point, this way, I'm like, okay, I got to point at Vixie in real life, but if I'm pointing at Vixie on camera, it points that way.
Yeah. Right.
To think about it.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You can have a favorite kid. My mom told me, she told all of you you were her favorite. I'm gonna let you in on that little secret. That's what moms do.
I, for real, one time walked by a room and happened to hear my aunt tell my brother he was her favorite.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just saw me. Oh, really now?
Well, that's a good question. How far in advance do you have to have for the strips to be ready for print?
With on the fast track, the Sundays I have to do 3 months in advance.
Oh,
Like-
wow.
Like I just sent in the Sunday for November 7th.
I like doing stuff like that.
The dailies can be 2 months. Like I had just sent in the fast track strips up to October 16th. With Kevin and Kel being entirely web,
Mhm.
I can get much closer, but I don't want to really push that because I want to give
Right.
Tara and Isabel time to color it.
It's
So
always
with-
nice.
So so with Kevin and Kel, I'm kind of I believe I'm toward the end of September.
Awesome.
This there's usually no problem with this, but last March it became a real problem.
Oh,
Is because when the lockdown hit, I decided that I'd never mention it in safe havens. They were on the voyage to Mars, so
right.
it didn't affect them. In Kevin and Kel and Fast Track, especially Fast Track, I felt I couldn't pretend that wasn't happening.
Mhm.
So as soon as I could start substituting new strips was mid-April. So I had already sent in strips all the way up into late May. So I just ditched them for the time, set them aside, and started all new strips of the Fast Track office under lockdown.
Right.
And I've used all those delayed strips. They all ended up being used.
They all snuck in there.
But that became very much of a challenge.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I love having things pre-done. People know, I just found out that I can schedule as far in advance as I wanted to on here. And I said, you guys, if I schedule a week in advance, people are like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. But guys, I'm terrible. I like being organized and ready. It's one of my things. Look at all you people out there. Did you invite friends? Good. Do it again.
I hope you guys have popcorn.
Yeah. Popcorn's important.
Yeah.
I have my popcorn already, though.
I did that did affect something major that was happening in Fast Track, and that Bethany was getting married.
Oh.
Because last year Halloween fell on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Which was on a full moon. So I thought
I remember that.
So I thought she has to get married this year, and it turns out her wedding day was very different. That her parents came after isolating for 2 weeks, and the rest of her friends were there via Zoom.
Yeah, video chats.
But they were also there in terms of life-size cardboard cutouts.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I mean, hey, however you have to be there, right? Yeah. That's actually a great idea. All of a sudden, everybody's a cardboard cutout with a little picture on it from a Zoom thing. It's okay.
Jenny
Yes.
Breeden, when she does a mask-free strip in the Devil's Panties, she puts in a pre-COVID tag on the script, so everyone knows that it's okay that they're not masked.
Yeah.
I always find stuff like that. I always find just it tickles me. It really does. I love it.
Yeah, she's. I've known her. She Atlanta, so we always used to be on the Dragon Con panel together. Yeah, she and her husband Aubie live out in Portland now.
Was the last con we went to Dragon Con in Milwaukee? I think so. It was 2002.
Gen Con in 2002.
Oh, it was Gen Con, not Dragon Con. That's why I was confused. I'm like, Atlanta's Dragon Con? I get confused. It was a long time ago, people, okay? And it's not even in Milwaukee anymore. It was the last one. It was fun, though. Sorry, my inner... full of it. Jimmy, you're full of it. Just so you know, I'm calling you out. On tape. It's timestamped, too.
What you talking about, Jimmy?
So, again, we would love to have you back. If you have anything come up and you want to talk about
Oh,
it, just
sure.
shoot us. You have our email. Shoot us an email and say, "Hey,
Sure,
I got mad
absolutely.
stuff to talk about,"
Yeah.
and we'll be like, "Okay, let's schedule this."
Yeah,
Even if
really
it's just,
cool.
hey, this
enjoy
year's
having
book is
you
coming
here.
out.
I enjoy
Yeah.
Kevin Cal. I've enjoyed Kevin Cal for quite a long time now.
Kevin and Kel is actually one of
I'm-
my favorite
old.
comments. Like one of the things I would go into the paper to find because I'm like, oh my god, what are they up to today? I need to know. Come on.
Oh, thank you.
She's. Oh, you too in the comments. Be nice to my friend. they're chewing on each other. Y'all getting too close and personal.
Oh no.
So, okay. And just to let you all know, before we wrap this all up, we have tons of links in the description below. Please check them out. We have our social media links. We have Bill is in there with a whole bunch of links, and I'm going to be adding his YouTube in there.
Mhm.
And a link to the book name just fell out of my head. I have Hermes down.
Yeah.
Hermes Press.
Are you talking about Daphne and the Other Click?
Thank you.
That's it.
That one. I have the picture so that I can remember. I found out the picture so I can remember. Dropped right out of my head. It's been a long day. Anyway, all that's going to be in there after the show's over. I'll put them in. And then after that, there's our merch site, which is Planet Flipside Market,
Mhm.
where you get some lovely items, and all the proceeds go back into the channel for tech support and stuff like that. Look at this lovely cup drawn.
There you go.
The artwork is by
Rich Morris.
Rich Morris. He drew us with our headsets on,
Mhm.
and
Vixie
have-
colored it in.
I colored it in, yeah.
I
And
thought
then
it was
there's
really cute.
T-shirts and hoodies and blankets and all kinds of good stuff. And there's something for everyone there. And there's all different kinds of artwork for all different
If
kinds
you
of
guys want to
channels.
directly support this channel, if you want to continue to have people like Bill, Bill,
We had you so well trained. What happened?
well, I mean,
I can't help myself.
if you want people like Bill to come back on this channel and continue, then please go to our Planet Flipside Marketplace and go ahead and buy something there. Also go to Doll's Etsy shop. That also directly helps the channel too. So,
And if you take that link, you get percentage off.
Yeah.
Also, we have two other links. We have our friends Kendra Lash, and she does wearable art.
Yep.
Oh,
I wish I had my baby. Oh, she made this. Oh my God, Bill.
So she made this necklace for me.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Isn't that pretty?
Isn't that nice?
She makes wearable art. It's all hand done. It's stamped with her initials. It's wonderful. If you go there and the links below, kendralash.com, and use Vixie Squad, all lowercase, all one word, you get 20% off. It used to be 10, now it's 20. I don't know how long she's going to have that.
Yeah.
But she said to me, it's up to 20 now. So tell your people. So I'm telling my people because you all are my people.
Yeah.
So and go to the Etsy shop because even if you don't buy anything, the descriptions are worth the hour.
I'm telling you.
They're funny.
Vixie helped me make them and Mel fixed them because obviously I can't spell.
Yes. But I had the stories and Mel had the spelling. So yeah.
I did the things.
That's right. Ring our bell. Please ring our bell.
And Mashika.
And then we have Mashika, who is a resin artist. And if you use Cherry Bomb Pop, all capital letters, one word.
Because Cherry yells a lot.
Because Cherry's loud. And you can go back and see other. Go watch Family Game Night.
Oh my God.
She's very loud.
Yes.
We love her though. We really do. But that'll give you 20% off too over there. And she does custom stuff too. So if you want made, go check her out. And tell her we said hi. And all those links I just told you about, stuff from those links are going to be in the gift basket. So tell your friends to come subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell for notifications. Okay? Okay. Again, Bill, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Well,
I
thank
hope you
you
had a
very
good
much.
time. I had a good time. It was so much fun.
Yes.
It was
We
amazing meeting you.
we shall do this again sometime. I see it.
I'm interested in hearing about the sequel. I haven't even read the first one.
She's ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, well, I'll have to bring you back for this.
I like this premise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Have a great night. Thank you.
You too.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
If I can push the right button.
I moved it in the right direction.
With bells, share it with bells.
You guys.
August 28th. Oh, Bill.
Heaven and Cal, you guys.
You're invited to August 28th table. We'll send you literature.
Oh, okay.
Oh, probably brought you back up and scared the snot out of me because I didn't push the button.
We're gonna have other people that we've interviewed as well.
Paul is
Morris,
gonna
Paul
be
Taylor,
there.
Maydeen, a bunch of
Yeah,
people.
a
are
whole
coming
bunch
back.
of people are going to be
Yeah.
on a table on August 28th.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you're interested on being on that panel,
Is
you're
that
more
a
than
We'd love
Saturday?
to have you.
it's a Saturday,
Saturday.
same time.
Okay. I'm going to be in Salisbury, North Carolina.
I was going to say North Carolina.
We're having our chapter meeting of the Southeastern National Cartoonist Society.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Wow.
It's in Salisbury, North Carolina, because there's an exhibit of the guy who's now doing Dennis the Menace, Marcus Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
That
So
sounds fun.
I don't think I'll
Yeah,
be able to make
I want to go with him.
Aw, man.
Dude, let's go with him.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
that's
wanna
right. We have
come back
plans.
any other time, though.
Yes,
more
of
than welcome
course.
to.
Of
Okay.
course.
But
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
But I do appreciate it, and I will give a link on social media to this interview.
Thank you. That would be
absolutely,
great.
share it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then
Have a
everyone
great
else can
night.
be as
Thank
excited
you.
as we are.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. That was fun.
That was fun.
I enjoyed myself
that.
thoroughly.
I'm ready to hear about the sequel, and I haven't even read the first. I'm all for Destiny, okay?
Okay, I know. Destiny is actually I so see you and Destiny getting along in school. That minute I heard
That was
I was
my
like,
friends. Like,
yeah,
we were
that's
just
your
like
best
a little
friend.
bit
I can
from
see that
each
being
group.
Mel's best friend.
I mean,
Oh, okay. Do you ladies have anything you would like to say to everyone before we leave?
Yep, people make time for what's important to them. So thank you for being here. That means we're important to you. We are here because you are important to us. That's how this works. Okay, love you. Bye.
Doll?
I'm sorry I was late, you guys, and I'm sorry for the interruptions, and I'm sorry that I was late, you guys, because I'm sorry that I was late. That's all I have to say about it. You guys, if someone's mean to you, it's only because they're jealous. Obviously. Okay.
Avi.
There's no other reason. Know that me and Vixie and Mel, especially Mel, always Mel, only Mel, and never ever Mel. We'll be here to pick up if you fall. And you're always welcome in my dollhouse, along with the Vixie Squad, one word, Coffee House, in other words. Vixie Squad Coffee House, 2 words. That's found in our Discord server in the description link below. Please don't forget to like this video and or dislike it, and then tell me why in the comments why you dislike it, and then tell me why you like it if you did like it, and then if you did like it,
So many directions.
I want you to hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell button and everything like that.
Yay!
So I've got very important doll things to do that don't include you until tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Dollhouse in the morning. But until then, okay, let me bye.
Remember, we're all made up of the stuff of stars, and that makes us extraordinary creatures. So find your spark, ignite your passions, and make your dreams come true. I believe in each and every one of you. And I'll catch y'all on Planet Flipside. Have a great night, everyone.